Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This your girl Shan. Thank you for continuing to show love. It really can create the life that you want. You just got to do the work. So today I am here about to make my green juice. So for our green juice, we have 1 lemon, 1 celery stalk, 2 cucumbers, some parsley, as well as some cilantro, 3 of our green apples. I'm supposed to have 5, but I have 3 right now. Cayenne pepper and ginger. I may decide to add some turmeric. I don't know yet. So I'm going to make my green juice inside of my blender. So the first thing I decided to do was make sure that I wash off all of my fruits and vegetables really thoroughly. I washed my lemon as well as all the rest of my vegetables and fruits. So next we are going to cut our celery. We're going to cut our celery down to small sizes. Now, what I do want to tell you guys is make sure that you keep your entire celery stalk, the leaves as well as the whole entire thing. But I will cut the bottom of this off. You could actually, I believe you could actually eat this, but we're not going to use that right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut it down to the smallest form so that once I'm able to juice it, it will be easier for me to juice. So I'm going to cut this down, and I'm going to use the whole entire celery stalk. Okay, so we cut our celery down to the smallest form. We are going to juice this whole entire thing. Next, we are going to cut up our green apples. I normally always cut the top first so that I can get that part out the way. I try to cut this down to its smallest form so that it'll be able to juice. Here's our apples. Next, we are going to shed the skin off of our cucumbers. We are not going to cut the full cucumbers. We're just going to shed the skin off of it and leave it as that until we get to cutting them individually so that it'll be able to blend correctly. Okay guys, so now that we were able to take all the layers off of our cucumbers, we are just going to cut them in smaller pieces so that they'll be easier to juice. Here's our cucumbers. Now we are going to take our lemon and cut this down so that it will be easier to juice. I am going to keep the whole entire lemon. I'm going to keep the whole entire shell as well as the inside. I'm just going to cut it down small. We're going to juice this whole entire thing. What I did was I made sure that I washed it off well. For me, I could never just cut up the lemon and the vegetables because I will just go in and just start eating them whole. So now I will take my ginger and cut my ginger up. I'm probably not going to use this whole entire ginger, but I really don't see no harm in not using the whole entire thing. However, if you use a whole entire stock of ginger, you could taste like definitely tastes like a more spicier taste. So I'll just cut a few pieces up. Maybe I'll just use the rest of it inside of my tea. So we're going to peel off the ginger. Ginger have definitely a lot of great benefits. So I normally use it with my tea. I might put it in a shake. Sometimes I might cut it up and put it in some type of meal. You know, anything that ginger can benefit from. You can benefit from ginger. I definitely encourage you guys to use it. I remember back when COVID had first started and I had caught COVID, and one of my friends back then, she were making kits, and this is when I really realized how much ginger was beneficial to our bodies and how it is definitely important. When I had used her care package, she had like ginger, turmeric, cilantro, she had parsley, she had a lot of nice and healthy things for our body. And I never turned back from ginger. I realized that it's definitely important to have ginger in your home. Like, definitely. So I'm gonna try and shed most of the skin as possible. Okay, so I will use that piece, and I'll just go and cut it up. A lot of people say you don't need a lot of ginger, but I feel like ginger is really good. You can never go wrong with it, and I have a lot of it. And I feel like if you it's good to use it so that it won't go bad. And we're just gonna cut it up in small pieces. Here's my ginger. Okay, so now I'm just gonna cut the turmeric up because I may just use this too. Now I'm not gonna cut it up. I'm just gonna shed the skin as well as like I did the. Now you have to be very careful with this because this really stings. It stings your dishes. It can sting your teeth. It really does sting. And this is turmeric. This really hits your chest. So I might not use a lot of this, although I do have a lot of this left. I'm just gonna cut it up because I can also use this for my tea. I use this for sometimes for my oatmeal and things like that. It's good to have these important properties in your body because nowadays anything could get you sick. So we're just gonna shed this. And I might just go ahead and add it in my green juice. So I'm just gonna cut this up. Small properties. Oh, let's just add that. Okay, so once we cut up all of our fruits and vegetables, we're going to go ahead and prepare our juicer. I'm going to add the turmeric at the end of everything. Let's get rid of our... We gotta clean up that mess. Hurry up before this turmeric starts stinking. I don't know. Stain the counter right there a little bit. I'm gonna add some more parsley. I don't think adding more parsley will hurt. Parsley and cilantro. We're gonna add the whole entire thing, the whole entire stem, everything. So let's. We also bought us an aloe vera plant. This aloe, oh, it's starting to leak. It's starting to dry out, so we're gonna go ahead and cut her too today. Go ahead and cut this. Oh my gosh. So let's prepare our green juice. So what we do is we take this part off and we're gonna apply the stuff at the top inside of here. Then the juice will come in here and the leftovers will come inside of here. So it's definitely gonna be a lot noisy. So what we're gonna do is turn it on, get it started. For some reason, that part is not breaking at all. So normally this thing so we had to stop and cut it off for a second because this thing right here can get entirely too full where it starts to drain in the back as you guys can see. So I don't want to lose none of my juice, so I'll stop and drain some of the juice inside of the cup. Once we do that, we're just going to keep on going. Okay, we are done juicing all of our fruits and vegetables. So let's make sure that once we're done that, then we'll be able to add our cayenne pepper. So I decided to go and get a bigger container so that all of it can fit and I'm able to mix it up. Remember when I was saying that all the excess things will be inside. This is how it looks. Now let me tell you something. It is definitely better to eat the vegetables and the fruit whole. However, I just wanted to make my green juice, but my next go around, I will just keep all of my things whole. Keep everything whole. So this is the finished touches of